Talk about some of the challenges that we are hearing about through the media. My friend Mark Clark with iHeartMedia, you probably have heard him on Lazer 101. Mark, we were really getting in contact because we wanted to talk about the Salvation Army, the need that's out there, and kind of what the community response is. Talk to that.
Well, being a father of three, I've got a son in the school system. I know that a lot of families during the break are going to have a hard time getting enough meals for their children during the day. So I wanted to make sure I reached out to the Salvation Army and Channel 1 Food Bank and said, hey, is there anything you need? Is there a message I can amplify for you? How can we help? And yesterday I got a message from the Salvation Army here in Rochester saying we did not expect that many people in one day on Monday. Our food shelves are bare. We need help. And so we started amplifying our message here, asking our listeners and our community to step up and make a donation, drop off something at the Salvation Army. And then I contacted you guys because you guys are great in the community as well, and you love to help out. And I knew if I contacted you, you would be willing to do that. And thank you for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely, because when it comes to the current situation that we are in uncharted territory. And as part of the media, we are continuing. One, I'm blessed to still have my job because we know of so many people who are getting laid off and people who are uncertain with their employment future. And with you hear from so many people as well. Kind of give me the pulse of what you're hearing.
It's not what I'm hearing, more of what I'm feeling. I mean, if you go outside, it's an eerie feeling. If you go into a store, I was at a grocery store this morning, and it was an eerie feeling because I go early. There's usually nobody in the store when I go. It was a lot busier than I normally see it. The shelves were half full. And then I caught myself going, well, there's only 3 or 4 of those items on the shelf. Should I get that? It looks like everybody else is buying it. And I start to pit. And I'm like, okay, hang on. Calm down. It's going to be okay. We have plenty of food. It's not like we're not going to have access to food. And so I think a lot of people go through that. They see what other people are doing, and they go, well, gosh, I got to do that myself. You don't have to do that. You just have to make sure you have what you need to take care of yourselves.
And that was another reason I wanted to talk to you, to kind of maybe hopefully calm some anxieties or calm some fears, because people are seeing, like what you've said, other people buying up this, buying up that, to kind of step back just a little bit and to think about our neighbors. You have done so much. We've partnered together to do this community outreach when it comes to helping the Salvation Army and helping some of these other nonprofits that are just starting to see the struggle and really going to see the struggle. How do we help?
I think the first thing we do is we communicate. I think we have to reach out to Channel 1 and say, hey, do you guys need something? Hey, Salvation Army, do you need something? And then help provide that need. That's the biggest thing. That's the greatest part about our jobs is we can tell people we need help, and every time in our community they step up and help. So I am sure this is going to be the same case here. I've been in broadcasting for 30 years. I was in Tulsa when the Oklahoma City bombing happened. I was here in Rochester when 9/11 happened. I've seen people be scared just like those situations. And we are the best at picking ourselves up and taking care of one another.
The one thing that we noticed after 9/11, and granted this is a much different situation, but after 9/11 we saw a coming together throughout our communities, throughout this nation, like we have never seen before.
Yeah, and we will see that again. I promise you there will come a day, this will come to an end. But, I understand the struggles. As a parent, I've got a 12-year-old son at home, and we had a conversation today. He wanted to have a friend over for a play date. And I said, buddy, I'm sorry, we can't. I know how tough it is for you. I know that you want to be playing with your friends, but we just have to give it a little bit of time. And that's the responsible thing to do. I think if you're a parent and you say, you know what, it's going to be okay, you're creating a jeopardy. I think you should take it seriously, which I think a lot of people are, and we just have to sacrifice small for the greater good.
We have a responsibility as parents. We also, with your job and with my job, we have a responsibility as members of the media not to overhype anything and to make sure that people are hopefully getting the message that needs to be sent. I appreciate your time so much, Mark.
Absolutely. Keep using great common sense, everybody. Thank you, Betsy.
Thanks, Mark.